Sony A6000. Yes, I have replaced my Nikon. I used to have a Nikon D5100 DSLR. Now this Sony A6000 has replaced it. I also used to use the lens used to be different too. My old prime lens used to be a Samyang 24 millimeter T 1.4, I believe. And the T is basically just because it's a Cine lens. But it was extremely bulky. Like the lens was like up to here. It was extremely large. And of course, the old school mirror DSLRs are much bigger, right? This Sony, of course, is mirrorless. The A6000 is mirrorless, and it's much smaller. It has about the same body as a compact point-and-shoot camera, and the lens is very, very good. Right now, I'm using a sonar. This is a Sony Zeiss sonar, 24 millimeter f1.8 lens, and this one is quite good. You can find them new for $1,000, but I got this one used for half the price, so I was actually a little bit lucky in getting that. But yeah, it's quite good. Yeah, the 1.8 24 millimeter f1.8 here, and it's not a Cine lens. I usually like Cine lenses because they're so durable, but you know, they're expensive and they're bulky. But this is just a normal still lens that's actually really good for video because the sound of the autofocus and everything, the sensors is minimized. So yeah, all the motors and stuff is minimized. You don't hear that in the video, so it makes it really good for recording video. And of course, the camera is really, really good. People who have used Sony knows that the quality of this mirrorless camera is basically comparable to a DSLR, but it's much, much smaller, much more compact. Like the body is like 40% smaller than my Nikon, right? So it's much yeah, much more portable, easier to use, and this is basically the main camera I use for shooting like more professional stills and video, mostly for video because I don't shoot stills that much. It does not have the flip around viewfinder screen. The display screen does not flip around this way, so you can't really see it. That's one downside. That's something only Nikon cameras have. I believe the Canon do not do that. The Canon cameras don't do that either. Neither do the Sony. The Sonys can only go up to here. You can like see it. You can see the display when holding it from here, the viewfinder. But yeah, you can't flip it around like the Nikon. But that's fine. And yeah, the quality is really good. Right now, I have a microphone on here. This is actually the exact same mics that were on my Sony music video recorder, the XY stereo mics. Really useful for recording either shotgun. So this is placing someone you want to record directly in front of you, or for ambience. So you want to record the environment, so I can spread it out like that. And it has a mic out as well. And it has a shock mount as well. So yep, this mic basically is the Sony music video recorder mic. And so I get really good audio quality with this. Flash right here, something a little bit smaller than my Nikon flash, but that's there as well. Of course, really good quality right here. Yeah, let's actually bring out what I use for my speaker now. This is the Bose SoundLink Revolve, which has replaced my Sound Blaster Roar 2. I used to have a Sound Blaster Roar 2 as my main portable speaker, and the Bose SoundLink Revolve has replaced it. The reason is because it's actually much smaller and lighter. It's IPX4 splash resistant, I guess. Splash proof, water resistant. Tripod mount right here at the bottom is very, very versatile. Of course, you have the aux and the micro USB. Now, it doesn't do as many things as the Roar 2 does. The Roar 2 can actually play SD cards and has a voice recorder and stuff built in. It doesn't do all of that, but that's fine because I never really use those things anyways. And this thing is it's easy to pair. You just have like a USB connection, aux connection here, and Bluetooth right here. This is for activating Siri or Google Assistant from your phone. Volume buttons, power button, of course. And of course, it speaks Korean too, which is interesting. Yeah, 100% 남았습니다. There we go. We got a Korean speaker now. Yeah, so that's my new speaker right here, portable, and it pairs really well with the MacBook. If you didn't know that this was Bose, I mean, Bose makes good, well-designed products, but you would have to think that Apple would have designed something like this because it looks just so much like an Apple product, you know? So yeah, it pairs really well with my MacBook as well. And yeah, let's use the camera. You can see, I actually don't know how well you can see this from a camera since I'm recording this as well. Okay, but yeah, my ISO should be auto here. Let's do F. This is the max f 1.8 here. I don't know how well you guys can see that. screen, but yeah, you're basically watching a viewfinder through a camera, but a viewfinder through a viewfinder. But yeah, the image quality here is fantastic. Let me see if this, and it's autofocus, so I don't need to manually focus this at all. I had to use manual focus last time with my Nikon. Don't need to manually focus this at all. It's autofocusing video, so that is awesome right there. See, look how clear and the bokeh is on this, right? Very, very clear on this video. So yeah, this is a Sony A6000 through the Zeiss lens. Very, very clear picture, autofocus, everything. So yeah, I like this camera a lot. Much more convenient, much more portable, and the video quality is superior. So
area. It's like some Chinatown area.
yeah, no, this
You went there? We must drink.
it's gonna cleanse all your insides.
This is fish tofu. Delicious. Let it to soak in the flavor before you eat. I knew, but you know what I'm worried? I keep hearing more and more Pixel XL screen worries. I still want to do some video with like speaking Korean in a Western accent. A big chunk of 现枣